All right, kids, we are back. Hope you had a great lesson last time. This is lesson 8.2. The title's not exactly what it is because there's two parts to this lesson. The lesson itself is called Similarity and Transformations. Similarity is basically doing dilations. Shapes get bigger or smaller. They're similar, but they're not the same size. And then transformations we've done where we rotated, we flipped, we slid, or we reflected, things like that, these items. So I'm going to review with you real quick reflections. Reflections, this is like some terminology for it. So if you saw lowercase r and then x-axis, they want you to flip it over the x-axis. Well, how do you do that? You change the y sign on the ordered pair. Flipping something over the y-axis. Well, how do you change the ordered pair? You change the sign on the x value. Translations is when we slide something. This one's flip. This one's translation, which means slide. So this one wants you to actually move this shape 3 units left, 4 units up. They're in the same spots as where the x and the y go, but you add them or you subtract them to those values on the ordered pairs. And it shows you that right here. Okay? This is some terminology on how to do that. But most of them will give it to you like this. Dilations we've been doing, we just got done doing that. A capital D stands for dilation, and then the K value is your scale factor. Rotations are the ones that get a little bit harder. Rotations are 90 degrees counterclockwise. Well, what do? You take your ordered pair that's the original, you switch them spots, and then I'm going to teach you something right here. Counterclockwise is left. So if you'll notice, turning left, change the sign on the new value in the front, because we're going left. But if you go clockwise, we still switch them, but now watch. When we turn clockwise, turn to the right, so we change the sign on our right value. I kind of like that. It was some little trick I kind of thought about as I started thinking turn to the right, turn to the left, and I thought that was a good way to describe it. So to do counterclockwise or clockwise, just think. Clockwise, if they say 90 degrees, we switch them, switch our ordered pair, and then whichever way you turn it, whichever way it's going, that's the one you'll change the sign on. Either the new X or the new Y, depending on which way you turn. 180 degree rotation's a piece of cake. Change the signs on both numbers. Don't flip anything, just change the signs on the numbers, and you get a rotation of 180 degrees. These are terminologies of which way you're rotating, and you go from there. It never will matter when you go 180 degrees which way you go. You just change the signs on the two values, X and Y. Okay?
So capital R is rotation,
Yep.
and little r is reflection.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know.
Piece of cake.